America to your Caribou Data Science channel. This is the evening of January 21st, Friday, and it's this time for the U.S.'s COVID-19. Yep, you got vaccinated. That's good. Of course, the thing about the vaccine in the U.S. is it won't keep you from getting COVID-19. I would say it certainly reduces the severity of the disease, but it doesn't keep you from getting it. All this talk about the cases and stuff, well, of course the cases are good. As long as the vaccine doesn't keep you from getting disease, the cases are going to continue to go up. But it does appear that deaths are lagging behind quite a bit right now, also in the U.S. Okay, so here we are again. We're looking at the most recent 365 days worth of data for the U.S. We'll take a look at the U.S. numbers and see exactly what the situation is. Okay, for the previous 365 days, the U.S. has had 44.7 million cases, 447,354 deaths. You can see that this is a good, the U.S. is a month in, right, in January, and we're very close to being halfway up till January, the total cases for January 2021. So this isn't, hopefully this number is going to very quickly level off and begin to decline again. And let's take a look at the quarter numbers. You can see this isn't good. We're only 1 month into the first quarter of 2022, and we already have the most cases of any quarter during the previous 12 months. Okay. And again, you can see the big January numbers here is a whole lot more than any of the previous 12 months for cases. Weekly cases, again, this big three-week spike here really kind of ruined all of our numbers for the last year. Let's see some here. What about this? So you can see on January 20th, the U.S. had 644,814 cases, with an average of 742,463 cases per day. Okay, so that's not. So this big spike here is really just like pretty much ruined the first part of our year certainly ruined the first quarter for the U.S. Okay, now what about death? Let's see if we can find some good news in death. Well, there is a little bit of good news here. This would be 50,000 deaths. So right now we're about 25 to 30,000 deaths right here. And the good news is, well, you can see the previous 4 quarters. So the deaths are much lower during this January 2022 than during the previous 4 quarters. So that's a little bit of good news there. We take the good news where we can find it right now. Months, well, you can see that we got a week to go. So it's almost certainly going to pass November's deaths back over here. Okay, and it's already well above these numbers right there. So anyway, what about weekly deaths? You can see, the weekly deaths, if there's any consolation, it hasn't caught these numbers back over here or over here, okay? On January 20th, we had 2,479 deaths, with an average of 1,900.8 deaths per day. Now here's an interesting little fun statistics. The question is, for every 100,000 people, how many people in the U.S. on average have COVID-19? Well, the answer is right around 250. Okay, we got spikes, but the average is right around 250. Now, if we look at that per capita, that works out to about, well, this is what? 1, 2, this works out to 0.2%. So that should be generous. For right now, for 100,000 per capita, we have about 0.3 of a case per capita. Okay. Deaths, well, again, on the average, we're right around for 100,000 people about, well, let's just say 3/4 of a person's dying of COVID-19 in America for 100,000 people. Okay. Now this is per capita. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how many zeros are here, so I don't really know what it is, but it's still the blue line's still below these numbers right here. Okay, the fact of the matter is, COVID-19 really isn't killing that many people anymore. Okay, and that really is the bottom line. And that's the number we should be focusing. We should be focusing on the deaths and not so much cases in hospital beds. Okay, so that takes care of the report for the U.S. for today. Okay, so that does conclude the report for the U.S. for today.